So, I'm not sure if this is the darkest character of Dostoevsky, but I'm quite certain that this is often the most overlooked character when it comes to Dostoevsky's works. And today we're going to do a deep dive, and I'm going to share some personal stuff that I can relate with um, about Smerdyakov. To truly understand Smerdyakov, we need to start from the beginning. We need to go back to his childhood, and I don't think it's kind of fair to say that he is probably the most resentful character of Dostoevsky. I'm not 100% certain, but I think it is a fair claim. There is a claim to be made here. So Smerdyakov, he is the son of a rich man, but as they call it too often, he is a bastard. So he does not have all the other good things that comes with being the son of a rich man as his half brothers have, right? So Smerdyakov basically, his mother is also very interesting. So he probably is really resentful because of his mother as well. How people looked upon his mother. People probably made fun of his mother even when he was a child, and there is a certain anger and bitterness that you can build with these type of experiences. He's also quite invisible and basically used by people such as his father, who I guess underpays him and just uses him to do my menial labor around the house. He's also an outsider, as we know. He is his father's son, but he's never really accepted, and so because of that, he doesn't really have a place in society. He basically has to build his own image, and he's not even allowed to be angry, to be honest, because if he's angry, he's probably gonna lose all the little stuff that he has at the moment. So he can't even be angry openly. So he takes that out, as we read in the book. He takes that out on cats. He hangs cats. He's also quite cruel to animals, but on the outside surface, he is, I guess, a nice guy. But if you get to know him, then he's um, really resentful, as we are analyzing right now. And I'm not trying to shame him for that. I'm not trying to look down upon him. I think it's really justified. I think I would probably be the same if I was in that situation. He is, on the outside at least, quite polite, but that politeness does come off if he's not seen by others. When you are in such a situation, what can you do? Like, is there anything that you can do at that moment? And I've been there myself. I've been resentful. I've been angry myself. And I think it is quite common these days for people to be like that. When you see no doors opening, when you don't see a way out. So you cling to anything that shines a little bit, any light that you see, even if it's not the right light, I guess. And in Smerdyakov's case, it was Ivan's philosophy, which is quite famous, at least among people who know Dostoevsky, which is basically, if God doesn't exist, then everything is permitted, everything is allowed, everything is legal, you can do anything. And Smerdyakov clings to that. His little plan is, by the way, spoiler alert, his plan is to kill his father, steal the 3,000 rubles, and fly off to France to live a better life, to have a better life. And in his mind, he deserves it. He has suffered enough, and I think maybe he does deserve it. Who are we to say that he doesn't, right? Um, but obviously, his ways are wrong. He sees a little hope, but that hope is not the right kind of hope. And how do you come across the right kind of hope? I cannot answer that, to be honest with you. But I can tell you that any other kind of hope that's not right can lead you down a path where basically there's no coming back from it. And in Smerdyakov's case, he does end up killing his father really brutally. He basically caves his head in with the weapon that he used. I can't remember what the weapon was, but you can sense this resentment, the anger, the way he killed his father. It might be, in the book, I don't know, it might be my translation, but in the book, it might seem like he was calm during when he killed his father, but obviously he was not. You can see the way he mutters him, like it's such a, I don't know, what's the right word for it, but it's such a obscene scene of his dead father. Like his skull is caved in, his face or his head is broken, and there's so much blood around the scene. But moving on from that, and then Smerdyakov obviously is also not a religious guy. He does not believe in God as he follows Ivan's philosophy, and he has a sense of clarity at the end when he meets with Ivan's. When you go through such a drastic experience, it changes you, not just physically. I mean, not just mentally, but also physically. Uh, your body takes a heavy toll from that. And Smerdyakov's body was taking that toll. He was sick for a long time. He for sure had problems. And he didn't have God to fall back on. You can't. He doesn't believe in God. You can't ask for forgiveness. And how could you? Because you decided you were in full control when you decided to do something like that. And there is some part of our minds that I believe that comes forward and just basically says that there is no coming back from this. I don't know what that part is, but there is something. Unless you're an absolute psychopath, I guess you don't have that then. But going through such an experience definitely changes people. So in the end, I know he's basically hopeless, absolutely hopeless. He is maybe he has nothing left in life. He can see himself going to France. He has the 3,000 rubles, but there's no point. There is no point in going to France. There is nothing in France. He can live his entire life, and there's no point left. I don't know how to explain it better than that. But if you can, write down something in the comments, I guess. But he basically sees nothing else after that. He can live to 95. He can live to 105, but there is nothing left for him anymore. So he can basically kill himself at this moment, which he does, which he ends up doing, and that makes sense, to be honest. He gives the 3,000 rubles back to Ivan, which is the death of his dream, death of his nice life that he dreamed of. But there is no escape from such a resentful trap. Again, I keep going back to this word resentment, but it is the strongest emotion that he felt, in my opinion. And he does what he knows best. He has lived his entire life as an outsider. He was basically failed by everyone else. And why should he not be? I mean, we can't blame anyone else either. To some degree we can, but it is our own responsibility to not fall into such a trap. But going back to it, he does what he has done his whole life. He's an outsider. He has lived away from everyone else, and now he leaves without anyone else. He leaves a little note that says, "I take my life on my own account. No one else is to blame." And that is his tragic life. Honestly, he is a character that is truly more like us, especially in today's time, than anyone else from that story. We're not like Dimitri. We're not like Ivan. We're obviously like them to some degree, but I think the number one character that all of us can relate to in today's time is Smerdyakov, and we need to learn from him. That's the best thing that we can do. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Thank you if you made it this far. I'm just trying to make some more videos like this, and I just wanted to tell you guys real quick that I'm also working on a publishing company, or not a company, publishing platform, which is a digital publishing platform, and anyone can basically publish anything that they like. It's not on the internet right now, it's not a thing. I'm still working on it, and I'm almost done actually. And I have some social media down in the description for that. And if you have any other points for me, anything that I can improve upon, please just let me know. Thank you.